Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got my Plan With Me week 28 video for you guys. Today's kit is by Purple Bunny Prints. And actually this sticker kit I felt like was kind of unique just because it came with like a sticker of the shop's like logo. So I'm gonna put that in the top right corner just because I feel like it's super cool. I don't know off the top of my head right now at the time that I'm recording this video if there is if the shop is like still open, but of course I will check it out and then put the link in the description box below if they are still open and available. But as usual, I am starting with my sidebar. So for meals this week, we had pasta. We ate dinner at a friend's house. Then we had some grilled chicken thighs, pizza, chicken tacos, fried catfish, and quesadillas. And then I also had this quote sticker that says, "Don't stop until you're proud." Okay, and then I'm also going to place down my to-do list boxes or checklist boxes. I thought this kit was super cute with the way that, with like this print that they used. I thought it was super cute and super pretty. I also find that I typically like boxes, like these big boxes, when they have like this border but this white part in the center for where you're actually going to write. I always feel like those look just a little more clean and a little bit nicer. And then I've also got one for Friday. I feel like I always have like a massive amount of things on my to-do list. Shocking, I know. But that's just how it goes. Especially with having the two kiddos, there's always something either going on or something happening. But anywho, I'm gonna flip this in half. That's all of my big boxes in my sidebar. And I'm gonna get started on Monday. And for Monday, of course, the very first thing I'm going to put down is my reading. And this week for reading, I am marking with these super pretty like holographic stars. They're like little icons. And I read for 1 hour. I believe by now if my brain is remembering correctly, which there's a possibility that it isn't. Next I'm going to put this little movie, whatever this is called. It's like like those like theater like headboard thingies. Headboard like a bed. Anyways, I'm not sure what they're called. But we went to see Kung Fu Panda 4. I'm gonna use a sticker marker for this one. Not that thick. Wrong side. There we go. Kung Fu Panda 4. That was part of the our local movie theater's summer movie program. So we've got a couple more of those coming up. They're always super fun. I feel like we always have a good time, and because it's the summer movie program, it's so inexpensive. And of course, you know, the kiddos love it. So any reason to get out of the house, but also not be in the heat. And then I'm also going to mark right here. I walked 2.32 miles. There we go. And after after that, I am going to mark. I did also do some kickboxing. Like this, this icon's a little hard to get off of here. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one here. And that was 20 minutes. Kickboxing. Oh, there's a fly in my office. Now that I'm looking at that, I should have definitely broken that into 2 separate lines, but it's okay. It's already written out. And then I am also going to mark that we had friends over this day. So my kid, we had our neighbors' kiddos over for the day. While their parents were working, because my kids love to play with them, so it works out for everybody. And then next I'm going to mark my shower steamer, even though that's kind of not a great background because it's a clear sticker, but it's okay. Shower steamer. And then the last item that I'm marking for Monday is that I had some planning time. And I'm going to put this down here a little bit so that my gigantic planner icon fits okay. Yeah, I'll put it down like that. And then I will just write planning time. There we go. That finishes up Monday. So then of course I'm gonna move on to Tuesday. And again, I'm going to start by marking my reading. There we go. These pretty little holographic stars. And then I read for 45 minutes. I think I'm up to 30 books now. That sounds about correct. And then the next item I'm gonna mark is my little dude had martial arts this day. And I'll put the little car over here. And I will write son, martial arts. There we go. And then after that, after that is weightlifting with my son. Which is actually super adorable. He's working his way up there. Okay. Weight lifting with son. There we go. And then I did actually end up doing some yoga this day. Oh, but I'm going to put that after I mark that we had some friends over. I'm going to put this here. And then I'll put the little house here. And then I will just write friends over. Fantastic. And then actually when I'm going to mark my yoga. And I'm just going to put it here. So I did 30 minutes yoga. And I felt like that was actually a really great box to use in that spot because, again, hello, it fits perfectly. And then the next item, oh, that was actually a bad placement of that sticker because that you can see through it. But again, that's okay. We had dinner with friends. I'll put this over here. And then I will write dinner with friends. And then I'm also going to mark down here that we went swimming. Stay. Oh, it always wants to roll away. Okay. Oh, the wrong side. Okay, there we go. And then I'll write swimming, of course. Always a good time all around. Everybody loves to go swimming. Well, for the most part. Sometimes my son is like, actually I'm pretty done with this. Can we go now? So it's like, okay. And then after this, oh, my brain hurts. I seem to have lost my little sticker. Here it is, no worries. Sometimes when I go through and I make these, like prep these stickers, I do tend to sometimes lose some of the stickers, or because on these sheets, they don't stick properly. Okay, so on this one, school registration. And then the last item that I had for this day, was having some hot tea. Come on. Again, my stickers like don't want to move. Okay, there we go. I'll use the thicker one. Nothing like some hot tea. Any tea drinkers out there? Because I'm a tea girly myself. Okay, and then that moves us to Wednesday. So for Wednesday, oops, that wasn't the best placement. But I'll just put my star right there, and then it looks like it didn't happen. And I read for 30 minutes. And then the next item that I had for Wednesday, oh, what was this one? That's okay. I'll do this one right here because it actually fits better. Okay, so this one, again, we had friends over. I'll put the little house, and then I will write friends over. And then after that, again, my son had martial arts. Oh, come on, sticker. Oops. Okay. I'm going to put this here. And then again, I find myself not happy with this placement. Let me see if I can move it right quick. Yeah, I think we can. I keep finding myself like scrunching everything up super, super high when I don't need to. Okay, and that was my son's martial arts. Good enough. And then I did, of course, have a lovely YouTube video. Yeah, I remember these being a little bit skinnier than I prefer. And I will write YouTube video. Perfect. And then this last one was that I watched Uncharted. There we go. And then I've got this little TV. And then I'm going to put watched Uncharted. Good movie, by the way. Okay. And that brings me over to Thursday. And for Thursday, oh, come on. There we go. And then my reading is the first thing I'm going to mark. There we go. Almost. Okay, there we go. Okay, these little tiny stars are kind of killing me a little bit. Okay, on Thursday, I did read for 2 hours. 2 hours. And naturally, the fly that's hanging out in my office is just doing all of the things. Okay, and then I'm also going to place my largest sticker down here at the bottom because Thursday we had a birthday party that I took my son to. Get that down at the bottom. I probably could have put this up whenever I did like the big boxes just because it is genuinely a gigantic box. I found this super cute balloon. And then this happy birthday. And I'm just gonna write a friend's birthday party. Birthday party. Okay, perfect. And then the other items that I had for Thursday was I worked out with my neighbors. Here's my little icon that suddenly won't come off the page. Here we go. I'm going to put it this way because the balloon is this way, even though there's a sticker right here too. But anywho. And I'll write work out with friends. There we go. And then up next, I have my bills and budgeting. I did do this a little bit backwards where like I'm building it from the bottom up and then I kind of put, Again, all is right with the world. That is totally fine. Okay, yeah, that placement looks decent. And I will just write bills and budgeting. That might not be smudge proof. It looks like it might smear. But again, it is okay. We will survive. Okay, and then up next, I am going to put here that we had friends over. Friends over. And then I also got to have a nice facial. See, and if I had been any kind of smart, I would have not put the reading up there already, because now this next one that I'm gonna put here is it's gonna be the wrong way no matter which way I put it. But again, it's all right. It's not gonna kill me. It might just annoy me a little bit. Okay. And then I watched Harry Potter, and I'm gonna put it on this side just because I am who I am. And then I will write Harry Potter, which I feel like I watch a Harry Potter film like probably at least once a week, just because I love the Harry Potter movies. I do. Okay, and then now we're on to Friday. And on Friday, my son did have a play date. I'll put that here. And then I'm gonna put my little celebration girly right here. So, son play date. Yeah. There we go. And then after that, I will mark that, again, we did have friends over. And we'll put that this way for at least some halfway decent spacing. And then friends over. And yes, we did have friends over and then also had a play date at the same time, which actually ended up being very chaotic, but it was good. They all had fun. They definitely did not want to leave, so no big surprises there. And then after that, I did play Diablo 4, which hopefully I'll actually get to play here pretty soon, maybe. One of my favorite video games of all time is like all of the Diablo games. Okay, and then after Diablo 4, we did have a family member drop by really quickly to drop off some stuff for little dude and some stuff that we left at their house the last time we were over. Anybody else do that? Family drop by. That was the only way I know how to word that just then, which is, again, it's all good. And then after that, I have to mark the class that I took. And I'm marking it with a little envelope just because it's cute. And this was the social media masterclass. And then, of course, I am going to mark my reading as well. This fly is killing me. You had to pick this room of all the rooms in the house? Did I lose a star? Or yes, I did. Let me get this one up right quick. Put it back where it belongs. Okay, and for reading on Friday, I read for another 2 hours. Perfect. And then that brings me over to Saturday. And for Saturday, I feel like there was a ton going on. Okay, for Saturday, I'll start by marking my reading. And on Saturday, I read for 1.5 hours. There we go. And then after that, I'm going to mark down my YouTube video. Put that over here. And it's funny because while I was preparing all the stickers for this particular kit for this week, I noticed that I did 2 kits in a row that were pink and green themed. So I'm curious if I'm just vibing with those colors right now, or if I just don't pay attention. Probably I just don't pay attention, which is totally fine. It's not like I can't do 2 similar paletted themes or kits in 2 weeks in a row. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so I got down my YouTube video. And then on Saturday, I did also play some more Diablo. So I'm going to mark that here as well. Oh. Okay, and then I will write... Oh. Okay, I don't know what was going on there, but it did not want to write on this paper. No biggie. And then next, I'm going to mark down my menu planning, which happened insanely late in the week. But it does happen. Life gets busy sometimes. Okay, so I will write menu planning. Perfect. And then the next item that I had was a bubble bath that was so very necessary. And I thought this sticker would be good to use because it ties in the menu sticker here on the other side that's got like a little bit of a gold glitter around the border. So that's why I use that one, if it looks a little bit out of place. Okay, bubble bath. Perfect. And then the next item that I had was that I had a call with my parents. I'll put this over here. Here we go. My parents, perfect. And then, okay. And then I also want to mark down that we spent a lot of this day swimming. That's probably one of our biggest activities during the summertime. Like I'm sure for many families, getting outside is difficult when it's 90 plus degrees every day, but swimming definitely helps. Swimming. Oh, I almost ran out of room. But it's all right. I got it to fit. That is all that matters. Okay. And then here we go. And then the next item. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a little bit crooked. That's okay. I watched another episode of Yellowstone. Okay, and then that brings me over to Sunday. And then on Sunday, I read for 3 hours. Put this star on this side again. I read 3 hours. And then I'm going to put this big box right here. And then I'm actually going to add this little workout girly. And I'm going to write workout with friends. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's not going to stay at all because these are like, this sticker is like vellum, so it's not absorbing any of the ink at all. But oh well, hopefully it's not that bad. We'll see. Okay, and then next, of course we had to get groceries. So I'm just gonna put that here with this little grocery bag. There we go. And then the next one that I'm going to put on here. Oh, if I can get this, there we go. I'm gonna actually tuck it down here. And I'm gonna put this sun right here because we had some outside time this day. Walked the dog and played a little bit of catch actually. And then after that, well, technically before that, I did have some planning time. I'm gonna fit that in right here with this cute little planner. Oh, that was loud. Okay, and then I'm gonna write planning time. Oh, I spelled planning wrong. That's okay, just ignore it. See, everybody makes mistakes. It's totally fine. And then there was one other thing that I wanted to add. And it was supposed to go up here. And that's where it's gonna go because it'll be fine. But I am gonna have to trim down this sticker a little bit because I put them so close together because my brain wasn't paying attention. But no worries, all will be right with the world. Get off, sticker scraps. Okay. Okay, I was able to make it a little bit smaller so it fits a little bit better. And then on this one, I watched Lord of the Rings. Again, between Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and Harry Potter, I always have something to put on in the background, and it's fantastic because they don't distract me, but it's like some of my favorite like ambient noise in the background. But that is all I had for you guys for week 28. I hope you guys have had a fantastic year so far. It's insane when I think about the fact that we are over halfway through 2025. And I am fully in the throes of planning 2026. I believe I already put out one video on kind of brainstorming some of my goals, and I've continued to work on that list. And it's definitely out of control because the ideas are endless, but I will definitely be narrowing it down very soon and ordering my planners for next year to get started on setting those up and walking you guys through those processes and things. Again, if there's any questions or anything in particular that you guys would like to see in the next couple of videos, leave that stuff in the comment section below. I'm always happy to answer you guys and always looking for video ideas. But I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.